Hello, it's Glamstract here. Another video, another review. Today's video is not really going to be about foundations. In fact, I've actually excluded foundations from this particular collection that I'm going to show you today because when it comes to foundation, considering that is my favorite topic, I need to give you a proper review just dedicated to a foundation. Just like the title of this video said, it's about products that I have tried recently or for some time that I've been really enjoying, or maybe I've not been enjoying as much, but it's just all new products to me. They're not necessarily all new to the market right now. And because I've not really posted a video on YouTube for quite some time, I have accumulated quite a bit of makeup. In fact, this is not just all that I'm going to show you today. This is just part of it. It's going to be all about talking about these products and how they really work, how they feel, how they are. I think that's the best way, because sometimes, you know, when we're who does YouTube video knows we are surrounded by artificial lights, sometimes natural lights as well, but artificial lights, we have these HD camera pointed on our face. You can never really get the true sense of the products that we are actually using. That's why I think talking about it's very important, talking it through and really describing the product as much as possible. Hopefully that will help you to make a decision if to purchase or not. All these products obviously I've purchased with my own money. I'm not really big on YouTube, so I don't get sponsored, I don't get no money, I get nobody to talk about me at all, zero. But that's partially my fault as well, because I'm not really as present as I should be if I really want to break it here. Yeah. I really want to start with this one because this I've been using for quite some time and I've been really enjoying it. This is going to be definitely a replacement for the Dior Forever Veil Primer with SPF 25. I might be wrong, but that one has been discontinued because they've relaunched it in a glass jar, in a glass pump jar type of jar, and it's not really the same as the plastic squeezy tube. I don't have it right here, otherwise I would have showed you. But this new product that I've been using is perfect. So it's a primer. It's the Paragold Skin Double Veil by Guerlain with SPF 50 plus PA plus. So it's got quite a high SPF. In fact, sometimes I use it as an SPF as well, and I don't go with any other SPF on the top. This is what it looks like outside of this box. What I love about this primer particularly, because just like the Veil from Dior, the discontinued one in the plastic tube, it just has that beautiful velvety finish. It's not mattifying, but it gives a little bit of it gives just a touch of a tint to the skin, which is quite nice and pleasant. Obviously you get the SPF 50 plus, which is a big bonus for me. Makes your skin plump and ready for the next step, which is foundation. I really recommend this primer. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's go a bit backwards. I'm going with lips. I have the YSL Love Shine lipstick in the shade 202 Peachy Glow, and this is what this particular color looks like. It's extremely natural. Yeah, it's very natural. And the smell, to me, there's something nostalgic about this smell somehow. I don't know what it is. It's almost like a bubble tea, like a peach tapioca bubble tea, but at the same time, it seems like the smell of haze. Yeah, it's interesting, very interesting scent. Not too overpowering, but you can smell it if you put it close to your nose, obviously. This is lovely. I love the color. The only thing that I don't enjoy so much is that it dries my lips. I think, oh, it's a caring lipstick. Caring. So it means it's going to care for your lips as well as giving you a lovely tint. In fact, it's almost like a lip oil in a balm. I think that's how they advertise it. I might be totally wrong, but that's how I got the feel of it. It doesn't really do that for me. It's actually it peels my lips off. In fact, I already know that soon my lips are going to start feeling dry and they start to almost like peel ever so slightly. It must be an ingredient that sometimes they put in lip balms. I don't know if you happen to use as well, but sometimes lip balms makes my lips skin drier and peel off more easily. And it's weird because it's meant to do the opposite. I think it's just a particular ingredient that they use in this lip balm, but I do love the color and I am gonna keep wearing it because it's lovely. Now, opposite to the YSL Love Shine lipstick, the Clarins lip oil, I have it in the shade here 02. These lip oils are beautiful. And I rather this lip oil over the Dior lip oil, because the Dior lip oil, I feel like doesn't really have any skincare benefit to it, even if maybe it does, but it doesn't feel like it. Now with the Clarins lip oils, you feel the skincare benefit in here. You apply it and it nourishes your lips. Like throughout the day, you feel your lips juicier and like all the lines are almost softened. It's just a proper, beautiful effect that it gives you afterwards, and it does leave like a subtle pinky tint. Now I did get this in a set over Christmas, because over Christmas we know these brands always have the best deals. They put like 4 full sizes for like a very well reduced price. You almost get 2 for free, especially if you then get them right after Christmas where they are on sale, which is even better. Next one is the Sephora Size Up Mascara, and I do not use black mascaras. I only used either brown or it has to be colorful, crazy color. This one is the pink mascara. I absolutely adore this. It is beautiful. It coats the lashes, it tints the lashes, it distributes it evenly. They look nice and separated. It lasts all day long, doesn't flake. It's a perfect mascara, and it's not even very expensive because it's from the Sephora brand itself. Volume extra large. I'm not sure about the volume. I don't feel like it gives that much of a dramatic volume. To me, it just feels like it coats the lashes, gives a nice color, separates them, and it doesn't smudge. That's a mascara for me. I don't care about volume, I don't care about length. As long as it gives me like a nice color, it stays on all day, that's enough for me. I have very low maintenance with mascaras. The only thing I don't like in mascaras is when they transfer, like they start to flake out, they dry, and they start to fall on the bottom. Highlighters. One of the latest highlighter palettes from Chanel. This is the Jus de Lumière. I'm sure you've seen reviews of this everywhere. This particular one over here is a highlighter palette, but can be used as an eyeshadow as well. And some colors can be used a little bit as a bronze, and some color can be used as blush as well. So that's what I love about this palette. It's quite versatile. Doesn't have the biggest pigment when it comes to eyeshadow. It is mainly, I think, a face palette, but it is stunning, especially if you love a natural look. That's lovely. If you look for the bling bling, no, you're not gonna get the bling bling with this particular palette. It is Chanel after all. It's all about enhancing your own natural beauty and giving you that nice je ne sais quoi look, that Parisian. Another highlighter, this is from RMS Beauty. This is the Prosecco Fizz. I do also have blushes from them, but I'm not featuring them in this particular video. It's a lovely highlighter. Now, this is the only shade of highlighter I believe they had. And it is too champagne-y. It's lovely, but it's too champagne-y, a little bit too deep for fair skin tones. In fact, since I bought it, I must have used twice, and I had it for more than 3-4 months. Is the House of Lab by Lady Gaga Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter, and I have it in the shade Sunstone. This is the highlighter from Lady Gaga. Now it does have, you might say, it has some similarities to the RMS. It is quite champagne-y too, but on the skin, this does not translate as champagne-y as the RMS Beauty one. The RMS actually has color of champagne, while this is more like a translucent, just a hue of champagne in it, which is beautiful. Bronzer, bronzer, bronzer. Again, House of Labs. I went on a shopping spree in Sephora because they finally opened in Birmingham as well here in the UK, and it's closer to where I'm from, so I thought I am gonna go. I walked in, grabbed the basket and went straight to the House of Labs because it's one of those brands that you don't find everywhere. You need to have a Sephora, or if you're in America, it's easier, I'm sure, to find this particular brand because there are more Sephoras, and then there's Ulta, etc, etc. Well, here in the UK, we have Sephora, which is probably, we only have 3 Sephoras in total in the whole country. We have Boots. Boots is nice. It's getting better. And then what else do we have? And then we have the sort of like department stores, but they always sell the most the usual bit boring brands. You know, you got your John Lewis, you got your Frasers, you got your Flannels. They're good, but nothing major. Bronzer from Lady Gaga. This one, I have to be honest, I am not reaching to it as much as I would have liked to, because I don't know, something about it. Maybe the colors. I've noticed that all the colors seem to go quite warm on my skin, and I do not like a warm bronzer, not even in summertime. I always go for a cool bronzer, a sort of terra looking like bronzer that has no yellow to it. I cannot stand yellow bronzers on my skin, but it's a lovely formula. I like how creamy the bronzer is. It's like a lovely creamy bronzer. It's got lovely pigment too. You can use it on the eyes as eyeshadow. Now, a bronzer that I have enjoyed quite a bit, it is the new Forever Nude bronzer by Dior. And I did go for one of the lightest shade, is 02 Light. I do like that it has just an ever so slight touch of sparkle to it. I enjoy the scent. It's stunning, it's summertime, it's fresh, it's creamy, and it's very, very soft. And because I'm not a bronzer type of person, I'm more of a blush, I almost every day skip bronzer. I just use blush and that's it. Even though you might say with my huge forehead, I need tons of bronzer up here, and I agree. But this is very, very pretty. Last but not least, this is not just a bronzer. This is a mix of bronzer, blush, and highlighter. It's the Le Beige Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed Powder. And I have it in the shade Light Coral. This is the particular palette that I have purchased. The highlighter is a disappointment in this palette, I'm not gonna lie. It has no pigment to it. It feels more like a face powder more than a highlighter. The bronzer, lovely pigment. The blush, lovely pigment, but softer than the bronzer for sure. I have the Luminous Silk Fluid Illuminator. Absolutely stunning. Nothing bad to say about these. I have shade number 1, Halo, and number 3, Dawn. This is number 1. I love a good white, pearlescent white, almost with like a blue shift to it, silver highlighter. And then we got number 3, Dawn, which is peachier, almost like a peachy nude tone to it. It's not overly glittery. It's more like that sort of wet, almost wet effect on the skin, but not so wet. Press powder. Now, this is quite new, actually. In fact, I've used it not many times. In fact, I have a 50-50 opinion, only because I haven't used enough, I think, to give you the full shebang of opinion. This is the Lancome Skin Refining Setting Powder, and I picked it in the shade 00 Universal. It is a lovely powder. It is quite hard to take out of the box. It's not like one of those things that you like lift and open out. You have to take the whole thing out and sort of like open this like that. It's very well sealed, very, very well sealed. Maybe a little bit of a waste of a carton, but hey, this is what it looks like. I like this new rebranding that Lancome is having with their makeup. It's lovely, especially for the highlighter and the bronzer. I like that brown effect. This is the powder, just a classic translucent powder. I would always go for a translucent powder because I feel like when I buy a powder, even that has the same skin tone as mine, somehow it changes the color, it alters the color of my foundation, and I don't like that personally. I'm saying that, but sometimes even a translucent, I feel like it alters the color of my skin, especially under my eye area. I don't know if it happened to you guys as well. Let me know in the comments down below. As soon as you apply powder under your eyes, it kind of goes grayer. It looks flawless with no powder, and then as soon as you apply powder, no matter what tone of powder it is, it changes. Now, am I making a mistake? Because I'm not applying that much concealer either. You would think if you apply too much concealer, then the powder mixes up with the cream and it kind of creates this texture and these tones. But I'm applying very little concealer because the more concealer I apply, the more your eyes is going to crease. So I'm trying to avoid the creasing. That's why I apply very little concealer. I don't know. It's a whole science mystery, I guess. I don't know. Or somebody explain it to me if you know what I'm talking about. Then it happened to you. I didn't happen to find a solution for it. Now, Haus again. You could tell since they opened that Sephora in Birmingham, I've been to that Haus counter quite a few times, and in fact my 10% with Sephora is with Haus. I still haven't picked my second brand because I'm still thinking about it. This is the High Power Pigment Paint. I love these. I got 5 of these, not of the same shade obviously, but I'm featuring this particular color for now, which is beige matte, because I have found the color of my dreams. This is a perfect eye primer. Before you apply your eyeshadow, this is stunning. It just neutralizes, obviously if you're of my skin tone, it neutralizes the eye area beautifully. And it creates a lovely base for the eyeshadow powders or cream to go over the top. I like to wear this when I don't want to wear much makeup and I just want to clean up sort of like that dark hues that normally is around our eye area. I don't know if it's because it's genetic. I don't know if it's because we don't sleep enough. I don't know. But it just neutralizes that area quite beautifully, and you can just put a pop of brown mascara and you're the most gorgeous natural creature on the earth. It's sweat proof, absolutely. It stays on really, really good throughout the whole day. You can go on wearing it all day, literally from like 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. and it's still on, looking fresh and good. It does not dry your eye out. It doesn't crease. It's lovely. This is probably the top of my list of everything I've showed you so far. This, I know I already said about other products, but this I highly, highly recommend. Now we're going into blushes, and I know I have a problem with blushes. I buy so many blushes, even though I have probably similar colors in other brands, but I feel like I have to have it all. Let's start with the Chanel's. Chanel came out with the Jus Contrast Intense. I have 3 shades: Rouge Franc, Rose Radiant, and Beige Eclatant. I'm just gonna open one just because they're all gonna be, I'm sure that many people on YouTube have reviewed this, so I'm like, just another review. Yes, it is. These are the blushes, and they are almost like you can, do you remember those they smell like rose, by the way, lovely. I don't know if you remember those Stila blushes slash highlighter. They have the exact same consistency, exact same texture, exact same pigment, exact same. So this is basically maybe a more expensive version than Stila. I don't know, I can't remember how much Stila, maybe Stila is expensive now as well. I'm not 100% sure. I do sometimes struggle just to get a little bit of pigment out of some of these shades. Because I've tried different type of brushes. I've tried a synthetic, I tried a slightly softer, I tried a little bit harder, and it seems like I struggle to get the pigment because they're really, really soft and sleek over the top, and it feels like it doesn't pick up much product. But when you get the product, they're absolutely stunning, the most natural, radiant, blushes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blushes. 2 more cream blushes. This is a very recent purchase for me. Again, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 41 Flaming Red. I wanted something bold. I wanted something to stand out. I wanted something like Snow White, rosy cheeks moment, and this does it for me. It's such a beautiful just like it's called, flaming red. On my skin tone, you need the tiniest little dot that will go a long, long way. Do not make the mistake to dab and then blend, because you'll find that you're gonna be blending forever. Oh, just discovered a spot. You'll be blending this blush on your cheeks forever, because this is an intense red. So tiny little dot, literally don't even get in contact with the skin, literally like a, and that's all you need. Forever Glow Maximizer. This is a new shade, Flame. You guys know how much I love these maximizers. I have almost all of them. The only one I did not get is the gold, because the gold, I don't know, me and yellow on my skin. See, I love gold. I love gold jewelry, is my favorite. But gold on my skin somehow does not look so great. Unless I'm doing an editorial look, then yes. But if I'm going for an everyday look, I don't do gold. I don't know if this is a limited edition shade or it's gonna be permanent, but it is a beautiful color. Did I say flame? Yeah. Sorry, I thought I still had in mind the Giorgio Armani for a moment, because it is a flaming red. See, at the moment, I don't know what's going on with me. I'm gravitating a lot towards red blushes. There's something about red blushes that just, it gives you that instant wake me up effect, which is beautiful. This particular is not like an actual red. It's almost like a burnt red, like a burnt sugar. I did get also the other shade, the other new shade, which is in the drawer over there. I didn't take it out, but I can tell you about it. It's called Tutu. Now, there's something wrong with that shade. It's a beautiful pink, but it just does not blend well on the skin, unlike the others. Rosy blends well, Flames blends well. I got nude, I got the white one, which is a pearly something. The slightly pinky one, but there's something about that Tutu, the new shade, something that, I don't know, whatever pigment or something they're putting there does not really blend on the skin. It almost like separates when you blend it. It goes wandering around the skin, like thinking, where am I stopping? Am I stopping here? Am I stopping here? Create a hole here, pigment here, no pigment here. It's just not cute. And in fact, I regret buying it because I'm not using it. And I've tried to make it work. I've tried to blend it with my finger. I tried to blend it with a brush. I tried to blend it before powder. I tried to blend it after powder. It just does not want to work with me. So I've stopped using it. But because I've paid, it comes with a cost. I do need to get back to it and really try my best to make it work, or maybe use a tiny little amount. I don't know if maybe it's the glitter in there that is like disturbing the formula. Yeah, something. I don't know if you agree with me. Whoever's used Tutu from the Maximizer collection, please comment down below and let me know what you think. Am I the only one here? Last but not least, I got 3 powder blushes. Now you probably know what to expect in this one, because I feel like the internet has exhausted these particular blushes, and so am I. I'm going to. So I'm talking about the YSL Make Me Blush Bold Blurring Blush. I've got the shade Rose Haze and Restless Rose. Rose Haze is 06 and Restless Rose is 93. I really like the 06. Really enjoy it. It's nice and powdery. It almost like a creamy powdery effect on the skin. It's lovely. It really blends in nicely. You need a tiny little bit because you dab your brush in it and you got quite a bit on the brush and you might end up blending for a long time. So I would suggest go with a light hand, a light touch on these blushes. The other one, 93 Restless Rose, also a pretty blush, but this is the one that comes with a little bit of a sheen to it, almost look like Orgasm from NARS. This blush is nice. I just don't know if I like the color on my skin. It feels a little bit too much. I don't like when it looks too much on my skin because my cheeks are quite defined. I have to be careful when I place blush on it because I could easily go clown. Last but not least, I'm sure you've heard about this in the in videos online as well. I'm talking about the new Camellia. This is the newest collection from Chanel, limited edition. Camellia Futura Powder Blush Trio. It is a stunning, I love this. I bought two of these because once they're gone, they're gone. That's the thing with Chanel. If you like a product from Chanel that is limited edition, buy two or more. I mean, I think you can only buy two or maybe three with Chanel of the same products. I know they have rules, but that's how they keep their exclusivity. Well, ish. It's lovely. It's a beautiful, beautiful blush. It does have that Le Beige scent to it, almost like a peachy, fresh scent. It's very soft. You can build it up to a full coverage. It's a beautiful blush, and I'm so glad I bought two because I have an obsession for limited editions from Chanel specifically. When Chanel comes out with limited edition, I know I'm not proud to say this because it comes with a cost, but when Chanel come out with limited edition, I always go with a duplicate. I always buy a duplicate, especially if I love it, because I want to be able to use it. And if I only buy one, I don't want to use it because I want to keep it in my collection. I keep a stash of limited editions for collection purpose. And this is one that I had to duplicate because I said I need to use it. Right, these are all the products that I wanted to feature on this video for you guys. I don't know how long I've spoken now. I cannot see the camera. I cannot how long has it been. But I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments down below if you've tried any of these products that I've featured today. I do want to do a part 2 of this video, which I'm going to feature some other products that I've purchased that I haven't been able to show you because I've been so absent. I'm sure I'll do more videos in terms of foundations. That's my specialty, so I'll never stop doing those until I get bored of it and I'm gonna stop it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up as well, because why not? Let's spread the love. While you're here on my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. That will help me a lot to grow, make more videos, get more products, and review it for you, and be more present probably, because it is quite hard to get where you want to be here on YouTube. But it is, as I said, it is mainly my fault because I'm not really as present as I should be. And I know I keep saying every video I'm going to try, but I will. Can't promise that, but I will. Well, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.